This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello and welcome back to Realistic Sustainability Educational Shorts. You constantly hear me talking about the robots are coming for your jobs. This week, we get to talk about robots doing jobs. It's just not usually jobs we do. I want to talk about these robots that they've made to clean rivers and oceans. Yep, water scrubbing bots, which are kind of cool. It's very, very challenging for a group of people to get this stuff out of the water. These are like water Roombas. I know, that's a brand. Hopefully I don't get sued. Didn't try to get in trouble, but hey, is what it is. Well, these water bots just kind of drive around. Most of them automated. Some of them even have AI and learn as they go. But they just drive around on the surface. They run water through this net. The debris ends up on this like conveyor belt, and then it gets stored as it drives around. Usually there's a team monitoring it so that it doesn't just wander off. And then when it starts to get full, depending on which one we're talking about, sometimes they just come back to a certain point. Sometimes there's a mothership out there. And when they call it the mothership, which I find to be funny because it sounds very spacey. But I looked up a few. There's one, I love the names of most of these. Fred. Fred is one of them. And Fred is a pretty amazing bot. He runs on solar power, so he's pretty much zero pollution and zero emissions once built. It moves around, picking up all the debris off of the surface of the water, help cleaning the ocean and where it's at. Fred even has these little pingers. It makes a noise and a vibration, telling wildlife, watch out, I'm cleaning up the place, please don't get stuck here. Chasing away all the ocean wildlife. I said river before. This one's an ocean one. And it, scares them away, making it safe to be able to pull that debris in. They usually have several of these with that quote unquote mothership. Once it's full, they all meet back there, empty out, and keep on going. Kind of a cool thing. There's also ClearBot, Neo. That's your AI one. This is the one that learns. It starts looking at currents and other things to be able to try to position itself in the best place to be able to catch the most garbage. How cool is that? There's the Interceptor, and one of my favorites. It's called the Mr. Trash Wheel. Yeah, Mr. Trash Wheel. It has these big wheels on it that scoop out the plastic, and it puts it into a bucket behind it, and they even have massive googly eyes. People come to this town, Google it so you can see. Google eyes, Google it. See what I did there? But it's becoming something that people travel to go see. But it just drives around the bay, making sure it stays clean. But either way, I like the fact that we have these cool robots doing these cool things, except for the fact that there's still trash in the water. We're engineering ourselves into a situation where we think we're solving the problem, but we're not. This is an engineering solution to a symptom. We still have to do a much better job at being a better steward of our land and our water. The reason why the plastic is there is because of us. We are not handling it like we should. First of all, we probably shouldn't be using as much as we do, but we also don't take care of it once we've used it. It ends up in the ocean. We wouldn't have to have these water bots cleaning our waterways if we just didn't put plastic in the ocean. And I know I say put plastic in the ocean as if it's something we just decide to do. But honestly, it's happened for so long, and we haven't really tried to fix it. So we're putting plastic in the ocean. And until we stop doing that, we're never going to actually fix the problem. So just remember that even though these are fun bots to Google, and you should learn about them, see what they do, see how they work, give some kudos to the companies who run them. But we should also be breaking our plastics, using less plastics, and getting a little better. Remember that. That's the whole idea. Little bit, big bit. I'm sure you've heard it before. We just have to get a little better. So thank you so much for listening to this short. I kind of hope you liked it because I had a lot of fun just watching videos of robots driving around on the water. If you liked it, share it with a friend or on social media. Other ways you can support realistic sustainability? of course, you can donate to our Sustainer Fund or whatever you want to call it, but that monthly sustainer on our Anchor hosting site or on greeningyourlife.org, or just simply leave a 5-star review. Those are a big deal to us. Go to your favorite podcast platform, leave a review, leave a comment, say something nice. It makes me smile. You can also just simply follow us. Follow us on your favorite podcast platform, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, any of them. You can find either myself or Nick or both of us on all of them. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. And remember, little bit, big bit. That's all we're trying to do week by week. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week. Hi, this is Mike, co-host of Realistic Sustainability, the podcast, which you probably already know, but I'm also the author of A Beginner's Guide to Greening Your Life. That was the book that led to our Facebook page, our Facebook group, and, well, even this show. It offers tips on promoting your positive footprint while decreasing your carbon footprint. So if you want to read what started all of this, get A Beginner's Guide to Greening Your Life, available on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, or just visit greeningyourlife.org for more information. Thank you for joining the sustainable movement and promoting a greener future.